Oh, this is pizza.
Oh, where'd you get it? Oh, it's from our house?
Out of your fridge and up in your garage.
No clue. Is it
Pretty old.
Is it rancid?
No.
I was hoping you would say I go in that fridge every now and again to
Sponsors.
plant old pizzas.
Oh, no.
Ryan would never get rid of food that he could
That's
eat.
right. It's true. Has my cum all over it.
Megatron must be stopped, no matter the cost.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Autopod Decepticast. This is your weekly podcast delivering a minute-by-minute breakdown of the 1986 Transformers movie. Joining me are my funky, fresh co-hosts.
I'm Ryan.
I'm
Oh,
Caleb.
people love those wet mouth sounds.
I'm Caleb.
I thought I'd let you guys introduce yourselves this
I
week
prefer it.
after last week's debacle.
I'm Caleb.
So I called you funky fresh, guys. What would happen per se if I were to lay a cardboard box down upon this ground? Would you be so bold as to perform an electric boogaloo?
I do have some serious breakdancing skills.
Yeah, sure. That's cool.
Okay, all right.
That was
Thanks for that. I'm just trying,
you
trying
like-
something a little different.
really
I don't
like-
know. I'm just trying. So you gotta try and evolve things.
Sure.
For fun.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Maybe
guys were better improvisers. This would be a more fun.
Well,
Hey, I'm trying to eat right now.
That's right.
So, last episode, a few things we learned to recap, like, for instance, I guess when you have characters that are all drawn exactly the same, it's just really difficult to keep colors straight.
Oh, yeah. And then, the whole changing from scene to scene, it must be just different colors coming in and like, well, fuck it.
It really doesn't add that much complexity, but I don't want to take these
Explain
slave
to me, though,
animators for
right.
jobs for
Explain
granted.
to me, though, how, like, for example, when he ejects out a sound wave, he changes colors. So was he being colored a certain way for a little while, and then
That is the
they were
confusing
like, they were
part.
like, oops, he's the wrong color, and they change it, and then they just like, they play it, and they're like, it's so subtle.
I almost think I'd have to go back and look that they used the exact same animation script, like almost like they got lazy. Like for that first part, let's just use that one frame again, and then we'll color it for the next part. I don't know though.
Yeah, it's
I'd have to
weird.
look
I
at
mean,
it.
obviously there aren't. Somebody isn't going through and coloring a whole scene. There's different people touching it, so I don't know.
for you know, as detail oriented and particular like animators have to be, it seems like some of the stuff they do is
Some stuff just slips through the cracks. You get
Slips through the
tired.
cracks.
It's a Friday at 4:00.
And they're not doing it digitally like it's done nowadays. I mean, it's just it's pretty labor intensive.
Yes.
All right, benefit of the doubt, but I would be interested to know if there's a list somewhere that Nelson Shinner had of just like, here's the cost-cutting measures to take to get through this. Just use the same guy over and over again.
He's
Just,
like,
pick a color, any color, go with it or
That makes
whatever.
sense.
But
Like,
no idea.
the errors realized, and Nelson's like, we can go back and recolor all this for you for X amount of money, or we can just change it over now. And
It's like he's
I mean, that's serious.
he's sort of racketeering.
Well,
like,
I wouldn't say, like-
Marvel Studios.
no, I'm saying
Oh, it's a shakedown game.
wasn't
Yeah,
this.
hey, you
put
want,
an
you want
intent-
Rumble to be red? Maybe a little bit more the De
Maybe-
Niro.
Well, maybe it wasn't
Grease
his
my
fault.
pole.
Like they got the production notes for the coloring, and they're like, "Oh, this is wrong." Like maybe they've proven that it wasn't their fault.
Yeah,
like,
and then-
like you said, like there wasn't email back then. There was
And then also
long
going,
distance telephone conversations.
like you
and
said,
translating to do.
Yeah, and then like you said, the cost of like going back and fixing it. Whereas we're talking about a movie that's released in theaters. Like we said before, you're not gonna notice this except going frame by frame like we do. You don't have the luxury of watching it over and over and over. It's something that's up on the big screen or at on home video.
Right.
It's just not something that
Right.
people would
And
notice.
back
They're like,
then-
just fuck it, just don't
Yeah, they're
do
not-
it.
they're
Don't,
like-
don't mess with it.
No, that's right. I mean, you
we,
know,
can't,
they're not
we
gonna,
can't really see
like,
frames.
finally, it's getting some criticism 30 years later.
That's right.
I know that.
You
it's
lazy fucks.
But I know that
They're probably all dead, like the
Right,
voice
that's true.
actors.
There's things that I do now that I'm like, well, you know, no one's gonna have. There's not gonna be any consequences for 30 years. Why should I give a shit?
You have to prioritize based on what has the biggest impact.
Right.
And that frame did not. Well, that was a good conversation.
From the last episode.
Continuing the recap from the we also learned that Autobots are still dying. We just rewatched that scene. It gets me every time. Just
Wheeljack and
almost
Windcharger.
Wheeljack and Windcharger. You don't see their how it happened. It just happened.
Nope.
It's just part of the background of
In my
lore.
script, Wheeljack's still alive at this point.
Oh really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe we'll come to that later.
Yep, we will.
Seems like okay, good. And then finally, the gang of newbies has reunited. You've got Hot Rod, Cup, RC Springer together again for the first time.
Uh-huh.
Let's
And
not forget Daniel.
He helps.
let's forget Daniel.
Yeah.
That's important. They make a point that he like tries to give, you know.
Well, that in the next one that was still a recap.
And then the final thing here that I have is that Astro Chain is just floating around in space right now, unbeknownst to the viewer.
Mm-hmm.
So here at the top of the minute, Springer, RC, Cup, Hot Rod are all together. And
now.
together, they have the ability to kind of move this catapult, rocket, launcher, whatever it is, into
some
place.
sort of artillery device.
Daniel shows up to help a little bit. And then we've got
This banter.
a little banter
Mm-hmm.
between these two.
I'm afraid you've been trapped outside the city. Hey, I wasn't worried for a microsecond.
So they're kind of. Oh wait, go ahead. finish
No,
the
I was
line.
just gonna say, in this is not really a script deviation. It's just some extra like how it's a will they, won't they, Sam and Diane situation and speculation. But in the script, Friedman makes it clear. He actually says in some of the detail, he says she likes him but doesn't want to go too far. And for Hot Rod, he likes her too but tries to be cool and collected.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was my only script deviation.
I'm sorry.
No, there's no apologies.
I
So
wouldn't call that a deviation.
it's
Yeah,
not
it's
really.
just-
It's just script notes.
Production notes.
But yeah, and
it's-
like Sam, did you know that Hot Rod was a former baseball alcoholic?
I didn't. I was not aware. He's literally.
Yeah, don't put some of that fermented energon in front of him.
Oh my God.
Off the
It's
wagon.
the long tail on that kite.
Okay. So they kind of finish positioning. They're finished positioning the catapult, and then
Look how it pushes back. You see
Yeah,
how the
it's really
scrolling
cool.
works?
It's not pushing. It's
It's-
like they're doing the thing that.
Well,
yeah, I'm assuming
the
it's like when
track-
you push a car.
yeah.
They should do like this. The tracking isn't matching.
I
up
kind of
with
liked
it.
that. I liked how they did this. I'm like, that's how it would really like if you're pushing together and like that's how it would really like you.
The thing wouldn't
Like-
move backwards though. That's
It's
the
not.
problem.
They're
It's
just
not.
It's like the camera is stuck on them. If the camera were stationary, it wouldn't seem like that.
But look at
It's
the
like they're
look
pushing,
look
stepping
at the-
in, pushing.
Look at the background scroll. Reverse it.
All right.
Look at the background scroll.
I guess you're right.
Look right here.
You're right. Technically,
Wait for it. Look.
yeah. If you look at the background, the scrolling makes it look like they did
yeah.
pushing back. Yeah.
I get it. I understand. It's fine, but they
It's on Nelson Chin's checklist.
That's right.
Just,
all.
just
But
make it look like the
they
machine's
should-
pushing back if we need some
they
extra
just-
money.
Well, it's just that the animation, the tracking didn't. Whatever. I'm being too.
That's part of our job is to
I
pick
guess.
apart every
Okay.
piece of this.
All
so
right.
we're not.
So
all right, mad at
Daniel runs over to the ladder.
you. He's peeking up out the ladder at around 1724. He sees.
I love the lighting, by the way. That it's very clearly
Yeah.
getting to dusk now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And this, like, I'm sorry, this, like, 1727, this pose of Megatron is just interesting. It's like, again, this movie, they do interesting poses, which they wouldn't necessarily do in the cartoon for simplicity.
Yeah, they did a great job on like just angles, poses, the foreshortening, all that kind of stuff in general. And I always like this one too. I mean, and so Megatron is going to give the order to merge for the kill. Daniel's like, "What's going on over here?" And he asks for Hot Rod and Cup to join him. Cup's the only one that comes over. Hot Rod's like, "Fuck you, kid. I've had enough."
gotta flirt.
He's flirting with RC.
Yeah, that's right.
And then Devastator.
I got a sweet baby over here to attend to. So Cup peeks his head up and says,
Devastator.
The transformation sequence of Devastator, I think, looks really cool.
Yeah, it's neat.
By the way, I don't remember what it looked like on the show.
And he was one of those toys that you had a ton of extra parts that had to go into him. So right there's Bombshell right next to.
You're right.
At
Bombshell's
1739.
Bombshell's made
And
an
who's
appearance.
that at the far right? Because it looks like Shockwave.
This right here.
Yeah.
That's not Shockwave.
I
I
was-
see the feet though.
That's an Insecticon. I can
Okay.
tell. It's probably Kickback.
Okay, and then
the
there's
far
Reflector
right.
again.
And then
right
you've
next
got a
to him.
Reflector. That's right. So yeah, starting at 1739, you've got fully formed Devastator. He's approaching the turret, and I never realized until this, minute by minute analysis that we've been doing that this turret is that same turret that was firing at them previously, and that Blur is in there.
They do the windows differently, but yeah, it's supposed.
There'll be a close up here, a different shot here in a second, and the windows look a little bit more like they did beforehand. But I guess that turret was causing some big problems, pissing Megatron
Yeah, he's
off.
like, take it out.
And so anyway, Devastate. So you could see, in that shot, the
yep, there it
windows
is.
at 1742, right before Devastator smashes it. That is clearly where Blur just was firing. So Devastator is gonna reach up. He grabs the turret, destroys
That part,
it.
1745 with the blue heat
Yeah.
flames. It's so cool.
That lighting effect, it looks like almost like a hot plasma.
Plasma, yeah.
It's so neat looking. It's like if the surface of the sun was purple. I don't know. So we talk a lot about how did they do this and how did they do these lighting effects back in the day. And I don't know how they get that texture.
I don't know.
That's a
either.
different effect than I've seen in the movie so far.
Yeah.
And then pounding on the wall.
So then he starts beating up the wall. The
there's-
goal is
no,
to
it's still-
penetrate the city, get inside, and start taking people out.
And then at 1750, like in a lot of this movie, Springer has some of the coolest lines where he says, "I got better things to do tonight than die," and it makes sense because in the script he's written as like a Indiana Jones type guy, so he has a lot of good zingers.
That is one of the best lines in the movie.
It
really.
is.
I want to just say that anytime, but I never afforded the opportunity to sacrifice my
You
life
say-
for anything.
You say that on your way to work every day.
Unfortunately, I never do have better things to do. It's just me staring at that noose.
Get ready, Ernie. Your day's coming, friend. So from inside the city, here's the thing that I like. So Springer says that while he's loading up the rocket, and he loads it up. And by the way, the detail and shading on the instrument panel just looks
Nice. So
awesome.
cool,
and
yeah.
the detail and shading on
the trigger,
the
everything.
post scene, when he comes
It's a
up and
really-
takes control of the cannon.
It's a really great and the camera angle is really cool. Like
Right.
it's focused on the trigger, but then like a perspective back to his face. It's pretty cool.
So great shots, great illustrations, but why is Springer doing all the work here? There's
They're just
three
standing
guys in there. There's three guys in there just
Well,
standing
here's another-
around.
here's
hang
another-
hang on before you get to that though.
You see
I
that?
just want to say that I've been to Civil War battlefields. I've seen how cannons are fired. You've got like a powder guy. You've got the cannonball guy.
This is
You've
not
got the
Civil-
matchlight
this is not
guy.
a Civil War
yeah, but
battlefield,
these
though.
guys can help out. They can at
Do
least
what?
load they can
Yeah,
load the
like,
shells,
get it
so, and then
prepared.
Springer can fire it.
All right.
Although
But
it is literally a civil war.
But whoa, is it?
No,
would it be
really,
Autobot
no.
versus Autobot? It would
That'd be
I
yeah.
guess-
I mean,
Well,
Cybertronian versus Cybertronian. Oh,
Yeah, I
good
mean it's
question.
one word. It's a the NWO.
I think
World
Civil War implies things that were together.
That would be like
are
every
now
battle
fighting.
on planet Earth is a civil war.
Well, if it were one government, but I am.
This
under
is
the
not
Thanks,
one
Obama.
government.
It's gonna be. Thanks, Obama.
I guess not this one necessarily, but the initial where the Decepticons started a civil war. This is, I guess, the Great War, but the Decepticons initially it would have been a civil war.
If you
Started
go
as a
way
civil
back.
war.
You
Fair
go
enough.
way back.
Yeah.
But then, Caleb, say what you were gonna say.
I'm saying that they should really get Daniel out of the way.
Oh yeah,
Because he's still looking over the edge, and they're shooting a big, huge
yeah.
cannon.
At 1755,
And no one's thinking about, hey, Dano, get down here and get out of the way of the projectile.
a literal rocket.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I feel like
That's so
that's going to
crazy.
have that line of thought is going to have further repercussions in our next minute. But you're absolutely right. He's not directly in the way of the rocket, but certainly
up there.
He's certainly some rocket exhaust flames,
Yeah,
like
some blips.
1,000-degree things are gonna get in his face.
There's also like the concussive force of the.
Sure, it'll throw him off the ladder. Which is I kind of want somebody to animate now, just
Somebody
like the hot
make
rod.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
And
This
also,
is just the casual in danger.
And the thing
always
is,
they put him
you've
in.
got the Hot Rod, Arcee, and Cup down there looking. They're unable to look out the window. So really, they're just watching Dano to see if anything happens to him when they shoot the cannon.
basically, maybe they want him to die. That's the part of the side fun.
Well,
during
I
the
think
Great
there's
War.
something with Transformers that they're not humans. Maybe they just are more amused by the folly of mankind.
Or it's just like it's not something that occurs to them because they're so durable they forget how puny flesh creatures are.
I suppose.
Or the animators just weren't thinking
Yeah.
about any of this.
Nah, nobody was thinking.
Could it be
this.
that?
No, I think the animators were intentionally doing this to wreak harm on poor
Those two kids.
hot.
Oh my God.
All right.
Well, now we
So
have a
one
sound
other-
effects library.
Bank these, please. One other thing about that is that Cup went up there to check out Devastator with Danny. How did Cup get up there?
I would assume he kind of
Got on Hot Rod's shoulders?
No, I think he kind of just stepped on the ladder and grabbed the side.
I like the idea that he just stood on Hot Rod's shoulders. Sure. Can we go with that? Since we don't have an answer, let's go
That's
with that.
right.
Cup stood on Hot Rod's shoulders.
Whoa.
I wish that this was a visual
I
podcast
know.
because I like that
yeah.
thing you just did there. All right, so it's 7:55. A rocket is propelled outside of the bunker.
And that's also cool with the
yeah.
explosion, like in the second stage rocket goes off, and really
Very cool. Great animation. Pops into the back of Devastator.
Literally, you pause it on a white.
Yeah, it wipes
Good
out the
explosion.
Huge explosion, and as
That's
far as I
nuts.
know, we just won the war, guys. The war's over.
Yeah.
At minute 18 in the movie, they
So they
destroyed
got him.
Devastator.
They got him.
And we'll see in the next minute, I guess, the fallout and how everybody celebrates victory.
Yep.
But
Short movie.
Devastator's dead.
Are we
and,
done?
That's the end of the minute.
No, I mean, but Devastator's dead. The
Yep.
Autobots win.
Sure, Caleb.
End of the movie.
We don't have to do this anymore.
It's only been 20 episodes. It
This
was
is
faster than you thought it
We're
would
only
be.
on 18.
Yeah, wow. It's over. It's been a great ride, guys.
It's been a pleasure.
All right. So, I don't think actually that's the case, but we'll see how it goes in the next.
I think you know.
You want to
John.
do one more minute? Just for fun to see how this
Well, we
ends
gotta
later?
We got to do the credits now, right?
Yeah, we got to do the credits, of course. God, I'm not looking forward to what that's
I'm
going to be
very
like.
much looking forward to.
Oh,
the
really? I
credits
think it'll be
because
interesting.
We'll be in the home stretch. It's like a year from now. We'll
But that's
talking
going to be
about-
like 4 episodes. I proclaim we should do the credits as one episode.
No, we do it right. We do it the right way. We take it a minute by minute in the credits.
Yeah.
It gives
Jesus
us an
Christ.
We'll
opportunity.
see how it goes.
It
You know?
gives us an opportunity to talk about lots of names on there.
Oh, fuck.
Talk about recapping. No, what do you mean? Oh fuck!
All right.
We'll see.
It's fine.
All right.
I just had a few things about the Constructicons in general that I kind of fell down a rabbit hole with. We haven't really talked about their origin story or anything like that. It's kind of side notes, but
Go for it.
So they originally, in the cartoon Omega, well, there's some question as to their origin because in one they've been on Cybertron for 9 million years, and in another Megatron where they introduce them in the show says they built them in a cave.
All in the same pre-movie
Yes.
hierarchy. Yeah.
But they tend to more often seem like they're from Cybertron because in the episode with Omega Supreme, they're friends 9 million years ago back on Cybertron. So originally,
And they dicked him over.
originally the Constructicons were good guys, and then Megatron used this thing called the Robo Smasher, which reprogrammed them, and it's a terrible name. It reprogrammed them into Decepticons, which seems to be how maybe they swelled the ranks of the Decepticons. And there's some thoughts in some incarnations that Hauler was originally a Constructicon, but he wasn't pre-programmed.
Who's Hauler?
The guy? I think maybe it can be
Like
Hoist.
like Holler, like Holler, like
Holla back.
Holla.
Yeah, that's right.
The Decepticon
And then
that
they-
throws the most bomb of parties.
Holla.
And then they attempted. That's right. And then they attempted to do the same thing with Omega Supreme to reprogram, but he destroyed the machine. So that's just a little Constructicon. There could have been 7 of them, but
They are among the robots with the shiftiest origin story.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Same with the, well, no, I guess I was going to say same with the Dinobots, but they just have different origin stories based on the media. But,
Well, I want to see what happens to Devastator. I have no clue.
just wait a
Because I have
second,
not-
buddy.
Oh,
The next minute's going to come up in a minute. We're going to keep recording.
Okay.
So let's talk voice actors real
Yep.
quick.
Sweet.
And so Devastator. I don't think he spoke in this scene, did he? Did he?
Yes.
I
Yes,
can't
he did.
remember. He's like,
He said,
Well, he's
prepare to
just
be
not
destroyed or something
Okay,
like
he's
that.
just not like making Robert.
He's not doing what Caleb did a minute ago. So yeah, I think he says something like prepare to be destroyed or something.
maybe
like
something.
that.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I wish I knew because
We
now
could go
just look
back,
like a
but-
bunch of dickheads. So the voice actor's name is Arthur Burkhardt. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And man, if there's a guy that is inspirational in the form of just like standing up for what he believes in, this is the guy. Before he was a voice actor, he was a Vietnam War activist, and the main, certainly a defining part of his life. He was also a stage actor before that, but he was drafted for the Vietnam War, and he tried to register as a conscientious objector, was denied that status, and then just turned himself in to go to prison and serve based on that. And he was given what I believe was the maximum of 5 years. And while he was in prison, he continued that, righteous resistance, so to speak. And he tried to organize a prison theater troupe, and that was shut down. He organized prison strikes. He was beat a lot. I don't know how much of an instigator he was, but he was.
By the way, this guy's black. So that's why it's an extra layer of tough, like going through the 60s and 70s.
Okay,
Sure,
He
right,
was an
yeah. I
he
guess
was
to
an
put it in a
African-Amer-
civil rights perspective
Yes.
on top of everything,
African-American,
right?
conscientious.
Powerful
Passionate,
and passionate in his belief.
I'm going to copyright this by saying it now. If there hasn't been a voice actor book written where you kind of have a chapter by chapter feature of voice actors, I have just claimed.
got it.
I just
Nobody
claimed
take that.
No one take that.
It feels like there's so many voice actors. If we could just get all of them to buy the book.
Today being July 9th, Saturday, 2017. So I can timestamp.
Yeah, he's so he was.
They're just amazing.
Also, I mean, go ahead with the rest of what you have. I just
please,
have
tell us
his media
more.
stuff.
Oh, sure. Well, because of his resistance in prison, he was beaten, did a lot of solitary confinement time, and ultimately he was charged with assaulting a guard. And that case was moving up to actually the Supreme Court of the United States.
Wow.
But he was eventually released before they gave their decision on it. But so anyway, he has lived the life of an activist and has probably sacrificed more for his beliefs than I ever have for any of
Oh,
mine.
for sure. I mean,
But,
let's just take the modifier probably out of there.
Yeah, let's. I wish we could just edit that word out only. So, what did you have on him?
I just had a lot of his media stuff. Like he was Jack Scott on One Life to Live. He was the voice of Destro. And,
I was gonna get to that. Yeah.
And Venom in
God, I
Ultimate
love G.I. Joe.
Spider-Man. He also played a commando in Sega CD's terrible game Night Trap.
Is that the one where you're in the sewers?
No, maybe there might be. It was on an episode of the Angry Video Game Nerd, but it is basically you are setting traps in an apartment to try to trip up and catch the bad guys. I'm like, because they're menacing a bunch of like sorority girls. I'm like, why didn't you just call the cops? But, so and it's a terrible game. It's also actually interestingly, just a side note, Joe Lieberman cited this as promoting gratuitous violence and sexual aggression toward women in the 1993 U.S. Senate committee hearing on violent video games. This Night Trap.
You gotta be mad at something, I guess.
We don't like this game.
So yeah, you
gotta
mentioned.
be mad at something. I guess.
So you mentioned the Destro thing. Other than I thought it was weird in doing this research that why would you? I mean, obviously Destro is a big character. This guy played a lot of did a lot of time in G.I. Joe. But Devastator isn't a guy that really had a lot of dialogue.
No.
Why would you bring on a guy just to do Devastator?
Yeah, it seems like maybe you just have like Frank Welker do it.
Hey, Welker.
Yeah.
Put out that cigarette and get in the recording booth. We got a new guy for you.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, that would be interesting to know the selection process for voice acting in certain situations.
Because Devastator also, I mean, as a character, and I went deep in like researching him. Again, with the combiners, they become an amalgamation of all the personalities, and the Constructicons are so they don't always agree, and so Devastator's kind of an idiot, but he's very strong. Is kind of the point.
I would wager that you probably have your voice actors probably have a profile that they have registered. And so when you want to find somebody to match a character that you've created voice-wise, you probably have a Rolodex based on the character profile that you're wanting to go for. And he was on it, and maybe he was just available that day.
But Destro too. Well, I would imagine.
Yeah,
I would imagine they were recording also in the same
I'm
studios.
sure there's an answer.
Yeah, all the
for
I think it's
Sunbow-
more relationships.
Because all the Sunbow is
Hey, you
very
wanna do this?
interrelated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is really the only guy he did for Transformers.
Right, it's weird because all the rest of them jump around to a bunch of different vehicles, and it's just an outlier for him for a character that has very little dialogue.
I'm sure they knew him and
Right.
they were
I guess,
out,
yeah.
wanna do
Why
this. He was available.
Hey, you want to come fuck around?
I don't think they probably put it that way. but I think that is fascinating. Actually, I would like to know more about how people land.
I mean, I'm sure it's like any acting gig in general. You audition,
Or it's just
portray your part of
I'm
what
sure there's
your
a
vision
level
for the
of
character
auditioning.
is, and you know, and you know, if they have producers, director, whoever
he
likes
probably
you,
did
then you get it.
20 takes.
There's
on that
also a
one
lot of
line.
I
Well, it's
know.
so synthesized. It's a
Right.
I know,
very
but still,
heavily
they
synthesized.
probably-
Well, also there's a lot of I know this guy who. I know this guy who, he's a friend of mine. He's a voice actor. He can do this part, or just you happen to be in the studio that day or something.
He might have been the only guy they could get. Maybe they forgot that Devastator talks.
Oh God, he talks.
And
I mean,
he
his
was
mouth
recording
doesn't-
for Destro in the
Yeah.
room next door.
I'm
And they were
sure
like,
that
"You
I'm
wanna
sure
come
that
on
it
in
was
there?"
all the same studios. I mean, they probably just grabbed him.
Well, Mr. Burkhardt,
listeners-
we want to hear your side of the
because
story.
guess
Please
what? He is
contact
still
us.
alive.
He's still alive.
Thank God.
Contact us, and
Does he
we'd love
run-
to know more
does
about
he do
this.
Does he do the circuit, like the cons?
I think he does do cons, but he's pretty much on it. He kind of stays to himself. He's retired.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I think
Does his
2010 he retired.
So I've got no script deviations.
No, not really till the next one. I mean, it jumps around in the script, but I don't have any until the Dinobots kind of show up. So.
All right. Well, then to that end, next episode.
Yep.
Little preview.
Okay.
Defenses broken.
Devastator killed?
Question mark.
Totally.
I don't know. I
Actually,
don't really know.
Next episode credit sequence.
Oh yeah.
No, actually though, in the next episode we are going to link up with some old pals.
That's right.
I like this because it's just I think it's really enticing for Caleb because he really doesn't know
I
what's
have
coming
no idea.
next.
I haven't seen this. I have not seen this movie since I probably rented it on VHS back in the early '90s, and I am intentionally not watching it.
Yeah,
just
it's
so
great.
that I can be kind of amazed every time.
Why have we
we
not?
record.
Why have we not positioned
I mean,
that
I know
as
the
part of your
overall.
story
I know
here?
what's gonna. I know I remember the main points. I remember a lot of the things that happened in outer space.
Yeah, you just want to get back to space.
I don't remember really the siege of Autobot City at all. I remember seeing the images of Wheeljack dead on the floor, and then I remember the Junkions. and
Skip
I
straight to
remember-
the Junkions.
and then outer space. I am really excited about outer space because that shit is crazy.
Well, that's when the character designs really start to switch up. At least for the
Yeah.
Decepticons,
Yeah.
you can see they
So,
already have for the Autobots.
Unfortunately, the Siege of Autobot City is probably my favorite part, so I'm really gonna check out after that.
I like it all.
But I'm gonna check.
I like it all.
But I'm
just kidding.
gonna check in,
That-
implying that I've been checked out
Yeah.
since the beginning.
So you're gonna Billy Joel it, Ryan.
oh my god.
And I can't think of a pop cultural reference about checking in. You're going to all the characters from the famous movie with 4 different directors, 4 rooms.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, check in with Tim Robbins.
Tim
Not Tim Robbins.
Curry.
no.
No, Tim Robbins is
No, it's
Tim Roth.
Tim Roth.
yeah.
God,
Jeez,
damn
we got
it.
there. We didn't even have to Google it.
All right.
Let's wrap this up.
All right.
Wrap it up and wrap it out.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for listening. If you would be so kind, please tell your friends. Listen to the show. iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, TuneIn. And also follow us on your social media of choice, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. All of them at APODcast. And feel free to visit our web presence at autopoddecepticast.com. In fact, don't feel free. I command you to do it.
I think I'll speak for all of us. I think we would very much like to be much more popular than
5 stars.
And speaking of which, iTunes users, please rate and obviously subscribe.
It really does help.
And that's it, guys. Thank you. We'll talk to you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Telling Aaron that I watched Boomerang last night for the first time in about 10 years.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
It's like the beginning of Eddie Murphy's career.
It's pretty funny.
It's pretty like it.
It holds up. I mean, except for like you'll just be shocked by the 90th of 90s clothes. It is bonkers.
I can only imagine.
Is it my time to hold you by the hand?
I love David Allen Greer's dad's outfit.
His character is the best character.
You gotta coordinate. See, most people will stop with the mushroom shirt, but mushroom belt. And you know, most people stop there. What did you get? Mushroom? What did it say? Mushroom button or something? That's a good idea. Now you're getting it. But bam! And he opens up his coat and it's mushroom like pattern inside.
Hey, David.
Nope.
Did you see your dad
Your
get
dad.
the mushroom in the mushroom in the shirt?
Yes. Don't get pussy whipped. You whip that pussy.
Bang, bang, bang. That was the original bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.